What's your name, brother?
Hank,
Excuse me?
Danny Hank.
Dan, I remember we did it interview years ago when I was cutting hair on Kensington and Somerset.
Yep.
You used to be over there more. So how you been, brother?
Alright.
All right. How old are you?
49.
49. And born and raised here in Philly?
Kensington, yeah.
Right here in Kensington. And how was your childhood?
Good, I was raised by my mother. You know,
Okay.
me, just a single parent. 2 sisters and a brother.
Okay. And you got kids?
2.
How old are they?
One's 29 and one's 6.
Okay. Did you finish high school?
Nah.
Dropped out?
Yeah.
Okay. What grade did you drop out in?
10.
10. All right. And did you play any sports or anything when you was in school?
Not for the school, but I played sports as a young buck. Baseball, football.
Okay. Did you what's your favorite childhood memory if you had to say, if somebody was to ask you, what was your favorite childhood memory growing up?
Having conversations with my mom.
With your mom? Is she still living? She
Nah,
passed.
she's deceased.
Passed away. Sorry to hear that. How long ago she been passed?
Since 2012.
2012. And you get in trouble when you was younger and stuff. Fall into the normal.
You know, saying, you know, just running around the neighborhood doing normal things the kids do, you know.
Yeah. What was it like? Explain to the viewers what it's like growing up as a kid here in this neighborhood.
It was normal, you know what I mean? Everybody knew everybody, and, you know, sports. Grew up with my homies. Everybody I grew up with still, you know, a lot of them are passing away.
Uh-huh.
You know, I just lost my best friend last night. He passed away.
Last night?
Yeah.
What happened?
I'm not sure. I gotta go talk to his family.
How many friends do you think that you've lost since you was young?
You see who's left? Wes.
Pizza right there.
Me,
You want some?
I'm good. Me and my brother Wes. Majority of all my friends passed away besides me, my homie Wes, my brother, a couple other guys. A lot of my buddies passed away, man, that I grew up with. You know what I mean? I mean, that was like my family. You know
Uh-huh.
what I mean? But
You been to the penitentiary at all?
I was locked up, yeah,
How much time you do?
a few years.
What type of stuff you get locked up for?
Just, you know, possession with intent, robbery, you know, the usual shit when you're younger,
Yeah.
you know?
Now, explain to the viewers a little bit what it's like. I try to explain to them how easy it is when we're children growing up in this environment to get involved with the drug business. Whether it's running to the store, you know, holding money, ride your bike to the corner, tell me what it looked like.
You know, it wasn't really until I was probably like 16 or 17, the drugs wasn't really on. I'm from down the other end, so it wasn't really on this side.
Okay.
You know, but I started snorting cocaine in junior high. You know what I mean? So I've been doing drugs a long time, 49, so before I was like 15.
Yeah.
I mean, it was the biggest mistake of my life, but, you know, I can't take it back. You know what I mean? That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? The only thing I would take back, but everything is my wife passing away. And, you know what I mean? Everything else I wouldn't change. You know what I mean? I would try to be a better man. But, you know, this environment, you know what I mean? I did what I did because I wanted to do it, not because of anybody else doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Nobody didn't put drugs in my hands and make me do that. You know what I'm saying? I did it on my own.
How did your wife pass?
She passed away from an overdose.
How long ago?
2017.
How long was y'all together?
5 years. I got a 6-year-old daughter.
Dang.
And I ain't seen my daughter since the day my wife passed away. You know, I'm on drugs and everything, so she don't deserve that type of life anyway.
Yeah.
For me to be around there, and I understand that now. You know. So well, you know.
Who does she live with?
She lives with her aunt, my wife's sister. You know, she's in good hands. You know.
Yeah.
My sister's going see her and stuff like that, you know.
Do you ever Do you ever get the urge to like stop in and see her or anything?
I can't because while I'm on drugs, her aunt don't want me. And then I'm not mad about that. I respect her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Her mother passed away that way, you know what I mean? And she don't need to see me this way.
And it's, to be honest with you, it's a lot of people don't understand that sometimes that's the best thing we can do for our children.
Step back. You know what I mean?
When we're not doing the best, is step back and have them in responsible hands.
You know, she's in good hands, you know what I mean? You know, as long as my family gets to see her, I'm happy with that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because she don't need to see me in this way.
Like this.
You know what I'm saying? It's not fair to her.
And see, listen, man, a lot of people don't agree, but man, listen, that is, I don't know, I think that's like the best thing for our children. Yeah,
it hurts.
Hanky, what you doing on camera?
I'm talking to my homie, bro. Listen, what's up, B-More? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I don't think, you know, I have a 29-year-old daughter who I wasn't never there for because I chose drugs, you know, and I was in jail a lot. But, you know, that's my fault.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But my kid got a master's degree in psychology from Temple. You know what I mean? She's a good kid, you know what I mean? But, no, I kind of I regret a lot of that, missing her, you know what I mean? Not being there for her, you know what I mean? But there's her mother's husband stepped, you know what I mean? Stepped in and played a big part of her life, you know what I mean? And I respect that, and I got a lot of respect for that man. You know what I mean? It took me a long time to understand things, bro.
That's dope.
A hard-headed person, but you know what?
Yep.
I respect that man to the fullest.
That's dope. And that's the attitude we have to take when, if we're slacking, somebody else is able to pick up the slack.
I was in the penitentiary, you know what I mean? And man stepped up, man, and I have no grudges on him. You know what I'm saying? He's a good guy. You know what I'm saying? For a man to step in another person's kid's life and take him as his own, that takes a lot of responsibility. And a big guy, it takes a man to do that. You know what I mean? And at first I was, you know what I mean, an asshole, hating, but that was because I loved her mom, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, that man never did nothing to me, so I don't have no problems with him, you know what I'm saying? I respect him as a man.
Dang.
And for me to say things like that, man, took me a lot of time to understand that. You know
Yeah, I could tell just from being a father and being in that I'm on the other side of that position. You see what I'm saying?
Like, you know, I don't hold a grudge. You know what I mean? I used to be out of control out here, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I was on go all day, every day, but getting older now, man, you know what I mean? Just ready, honestly, I'm ready to stop doing what I'm doing, you know what I mean? I got hired every day, it's like a job, bro. It's worse than a job to get, you know what I mean? You gotta get up, body hurt. And for me to function in the day, for me to function right in the daytime, I gotta do that. Put that shit in my body, and I'm not digging that no more. You know what I mean? I'd rather I had some time clean. You know what I mean? And
how much time was the longest you were able to put together?
Probably like 19 months. It was the best time of my life, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was with my wife and my daughter. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? Waking up next to them was a great thing.
What do you think it was that caused you to relapse?
You know, I say it could have been a song on the radio, the way somebody looked at me. It could be anything.
Yeah, the way the wind blew that day.
Yeah, whatever could have happened that day, you know what I mean? But I don't blame nobody, you know what I mean? I did it on my own. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of good people in my corner want me to get right, you know what I'm saying? And I'm trying. I mean, it's hard, but you gotta want it in both parts, your brain and your mind. You gotta have it both spots, or you're not gonna work it out, bro.
Yep.
To take responsibility for what I did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And to be a man, I'm trying, you know what I mean? I'm like a little kid, because I've been, you know what I mean? I feel as though when you go to jail, you get stuck at that age. You know what I mean? But for me to be able to, you know, accept things and like look at people in different ways, man, you know what I mean? Like, I don't hold, like, for me, like, I got my brother out here, like, and I consider everybody out here my family, you know?
Yeah.
These are the people I cried to and helped me through the death of my mother and my girl, you know? And I love these people.
Some people don't understand that. How, you know, as crazy as it is, you get extremely close and they become like family.
You know what it is? I slept on the ground with these guys.
Yeah.
And the girls out here, yo. You know what I mean? It's just, and if I got something, I ain't embarrassed to cry in front of these people, because I know they're gonna be there for me.
And they understand.
And they understand. You know what I mean? All of us out here got problems.
Yep,
I
yep.
speak for myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't speak for nobody else. I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I know
We
what.
take our turns crying.
I don't blame my mother. I don't blame my father. They say it's a genetic thing, which is bullshit. I don't believe that. My sisters don't get high. You know what I mean? My little sister never did none of them drugs. My older sister didn't do drugs. You know what I mean? And that's just to let you know. They say if you know it's part of your genes. Why ain't my sisters do it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's something like my mom took me down that road, man, the right way. I veered off, you know what I'm saying? I steered off on my own, not because she told me to get high, not because my dad told me to get high, not because I seen my people, my family. It's just that I wanted to get high. You know what I mean? Not because I was with my homies and watching me, it's because I wanted to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No peer pressure. You know what I'm saying? I did it on my own.
I love the way you accept responsibility,
and,
brother.
you know, anything I ever did in life, man, I did because I wanted to do it. Not because somebody else, I'm not nobody's follower. You know what I mean? I do what I want to do because at that moment in time, you know, my mind. But if I'm not on drugs, you know what I mean, it is what it is. I mean, if I'm not getting high, I'm a good person, bro. You know what I mean? But, you know, like the people out here, man, I grew up with, like my man Greeny, Mike, Jada, I mean, all these guys, man, I can come down here and cry to anybody out here and they ain't going to, you know what I mean, embarrass me, so they ain't going to talk shit about me, you know? I love these people, man, like, my sisters and my brother, I go to the world with them. So, but, you know, I do the interview with you because I remember you from down there. You never judge nobody by what they do, you know what I'm saying? But the thing is this, you're the only person I've seen with the interview thing, right? That never judged another person for what they did, you know?
A lot of people don't realize, but I used to be right here, you know what I mean?
And people,
I used to be here getting high. This is why I come back to here. So I understand it and know that the second that I get too comfortable, I'll be right back down.
I say that, you know, out here, you know, I was on the streets for a long time. I stayed out on the streets, man.
Yeah.
And I chose that. You know, I mean, I chose my life. I ain't like, you know, I made my bet. So I land, you know what I mean? And my you know, people predicted I wouldn't be here 49 years old, man. I'm beating all the statistics right now. You know, I'm winning for real, but I don't want to win this way. You know what I mean? I hurt, you know what I mean? We got feelings out here, we feel.
Yeah.
I mean, I stuffed my feelings down by getting high, because I didn't know how to talk about my problems, but now I do, and I'm not afraid to. You know what I'm saying? And that comes from me talking with a girl. You know what I mean? That really got in my head and made me right, you know what I'm saying? Regardless if we were out here doing what we did, you know what I mean? She built me up, man, and I'm really appreciated to that, you know what I'm saying? Because when my wife passed away, I did not, you know what I mean? I was with females, but I didn't want to get in a relationship because I was afraid, you know what I mean? But there was one girl in particular that, you know, I let in my life and told her a lot about me, you know what I mean? And I owe her the world, you know what I'm saying? And whatever I can give her, I give her. But I like to give her more advice than anything. That's all I got right now, me. And she accepted me for me, just like my wife accepted me for me. You know what I'm saying? I just don't want to be out here anymore. I'm tired, my feet hurt. You know, I just almost lost my life. I lost 4 pints of blood from, you know, an abscess on my leg that broke. You know what I mean? And I didn't want to go to the hospital. My homies made me go to the hospital. I didn't want to go.
What other type of things have you endured out here?
I jumped, stabbed, you know what I mean, shot at, you know what I mean, it's normal, you know what I mean, but you know, all my things came from knees, man. I never played with guns. Always put on the knees, but getting old now, my hands hurt every night. I gotta get up, put my hands under cold water because they burn from fighting so much, you know what I mean, and I'm tired, you know what I mean, but when I try to get off the drug, everything that you know, it hurts, and you can't get on, and it ain't like I want to get on anything else. When I want to get sober, I want to get sober, and with nothing, no methadone, no Suboxone, nothing. When it's time to done, it's done. You know what I mean? I don't want to, you know what I mean? People need is a crutch, and I don't look down on nobody. I mean, that's what people need, that help. But I want to do it for me, the right way, and I know I got to do it for me, not nobody else. You know what I mean? Not for my child, not for my family. I do it for Danny. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm doing, and it's hard to walk away because this is all I know. I don't know nothing else. You know what I mean? But I think what happened but my buddy, man, is a bold one over my head, man, because we were friends for 43 years, man. And this shit killed me, man. And the two closest people in my life passed away on me now. My wife and my best friend, Joe. So, man, this shit killed me, man. I gotta go down and see his kids. That's gonna kill me again. I mean, it's gonna hurt, but, you know, anytime, bro. You need to talk about anything, bro. I'm here, bro. I ain't got no problem with it, man. And I appreciate you taking the time out, bro.
Absolutely. Thank you, bro.
No problem. Thank you, bro.